Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Stern Agee. Since 1901, Stern Agee has been helping Americans plan and protect their financial futures. Today, their professional managers handle more than $23 billion in assets for more than 140,000 people across 50 states. Here in Knoxville, you deal with East Tennesseans trained specifically to deal with you. The first thing they do is they listen. They listen to what you're looking for, they listen to what you need, and then they help you find it. Stern Agee Knoxville. Call them. All right. Bob, Bobby, Jimmy, Chuck, starting with the two Bobs over here, the two Roberts. 4th and 6, fourth quarter, Carolina's 21. Tennessee down 35-28, fourth quarter. Screen pass. Dobbs gets rushed. He's cool as can be. It's breaking down a little quicker than he planned. He gets it to Hurd, and then Hurd does the spin, breaks some tackles, gets it into the end zone. Was that a breakthrough moment for Jalen Hurd?
Yeah, I think it probably is. I think he showed on that particular play all the athletic ability that he has. I mean, not only everybody's talked about his speed. That's what everything's speed. Well, then you saw the balance. You saw the vision after he spun around and got himself righted. So I'm going to say, yeah, I think all of a sudden you see what you've got in this guy. You've been seeing bits and pieces of it, but that was kind of last night you started seeing the whole package.
Yeah, and Dobbs got – he got pressure on that quick.
Yes, very quick.
And he retreated about 2 or 3 steps, got him the ball, and I think it was a breakthrough moment for the fans. I mean, you see, hey, you see what you can see what he can do.
Yeah. I was just going to say, there's been a lot of running backs Tennessee's had that they don't get that first down, let alone the touchdown. They don't get the first down. And I thought that was what was huge, that he should have been stopped or could have been stopped short of that.
Yeah.
All right, Chuck and Jimmy. Tennessee gets 5 sacks of Dylan Thompson last night, a quarterback who has been protected pretty well this year. And it's not like they could just pin their ears back, because while he did throw 32 passes, Carolina had a pretty good run game going too. Yet they kept getting to him. 2 of those sacks, huge to start overtime on those blitzes. Thoughts on that pass rush?
Yeah, I thought that those defensive ends in overtime, they went Ed Orgeron. They had about 5 Red Bulls in them, and I think they got them from the trainer that got chewed out. He was trying to redeem himself. But I thought that was a lot of desire and determination of getting after it, and the momentum of tying that game at the end was so big for Tennessee. I think that carried over into overtime.
Yeah, and you ask, where did that come from? I think it comes from like 6 a.m. workouts and conditioning and believing that they can do it. And also, the defense had the chance to win the game. How many times have we seen to where it was a hopeless feeling that, we've given up a score, we're not going to be able to win? Well, now they're on the field with a 3-point lead in overtime. And that's when it's our game to win, and they won it.
Yeah. All right, and I want to show something. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago because Clay Travis wrote it, and then his minions repeated it, that Kentucky and Arkansas were well ahead of Tennessee, so miles ahead of Tennessee. We showed these numbers a couple of weeks ago. Well, let's update them. Here are Stoops, Jones, and Bielema's numbers. Overall, Jones with more wins. SEC, Jones with more wins. Home record, Jones is better. Away record, Jones is better. Stoops doesn't even have a road win yet. Versus Power 5 teams, Jones is better. Versus ranked teams, Jones is better. None of them have a win versus the top 10, but Jones is better in every other number, and he's played a much tougher schedule than those other 2 guys.
What's your point?
My point is, I think it's silly to throw any of those guys out this year. If Butch Jones beats Stoops in a couple of weeks, I'm not going to say Stoops was a dunce forever, and vice versa. Too early to make a call after 2 years. So my point is, anybody that was trying to make a call after 2 years, maybe you shouldn't listen to them. All right. Tennessee still needs to win. Or their minions. And they're plenty. All right. Tennessee still has to win 2 out of 3 games to reach a bowl. When we come back, I'm there. When we come back, we're going to see what the odds are that they will win 2 of the next 3 games to go bowling. Come on back on the Sports Source.
Want your own man cave? Turn to Benedict Construction.